So hey, it's me again, back with another entertaining video. Just something I really thought of. When you're looking at, I have here my 2005 Arctic Cat 400 4x4, and believe me, it's nothing special, but that's the point of this ATV in so many ways. ATVs are so expensive these days. You're talking even $7,000, $8,000 for even a 400 or a 300. And if you need an ATV that sort of does everything, you want to do some light trail riding and you still want to do some work with it around the house or around the farm or whichever you want to do, or even some moderate trail riding. These older ATVs, especially if they were garage kept or are low mileage examples, they can be really, really good machines. And you can probably buy them for maybe $3 or $4 grand in very good condition, or might just need a little bit of fixing up. But these are really, really good ATVs. The great thing about them is that they are air cooled. You can see that this is air cooled here. So there's not going to be too much maintenance with this. You won't have to worry about a cooling system. Mine, of course, came with a plow, which means that it came with a winch. And I've had this for about maybe, I don't know, since around 2009. But one of the neatest things I like about this, and this is something that is very valuable to use if you're just starting the ATV to move it during the wintertime. If you're just starting the ATV to move it during the wintertime and you go to use the electric starter and you're going to move it and then park it, in that amount of time, you're not going to be able to put back the charge or the battery energy that you use to start this electrically. So what I love to do is, if I'm just moving it a little bit, is just use this pole starter. Modern ATVs do not come with backup pole starters. I'm not so sure why they don't do this, probably due to compression. Modern engines, at least even if it's a 400, they're going to produce at least, I believe, 10 to 20% more power than the older ones did. So it's probably just due to compression. But these backup pole starters are a really nice feature. So what I do is, if I'm just going to move it for a little bit, for maybe around a minute or so, or 2 minutes, just to save the battery, I will use the backup pole starter. And if it's been sitting a while, what I like to do is I like to just pull it through a little bit, just to make sure that the piston has been bathed in some oil. There's nothing worse than a dry start. Ooh, it tried to start there. And then just give it a good, when I'm ready to go, just give it a good pull. Starts right up. And that way you save the battery. It just, and if you were out on the trail and the battery, you go to start electrically, there's an issue with the starter, which I've had, or the battery somehow dead, because I ran into that too. A backup pole starter is such a good feature to have, and it's a shame that modern day ATVs do not come with them. But this is yet another reason why buying a used older ATV can really be a good deal. I mean, yes, it's not going to have the power steering or all the features, or some will, but this may not have the power steering. And I think a lack of power steering actually is a good way to get a good workout too, but that's just my opinion. But just another reason why these older carbureted, feature-less ATVs can be really, really beneficial, and they can be a great buy. And even if you get something like this, it does have a switchable on-off, in and out 4-wheel drive, has a cable differential lock. It's a fantastic workhorse. It doesn't have to be an Arctic Cat. It can be whatever you want. But just my 2 cents on some of the older ATVs. Don't knock them because they're older. You might end up getting a really good deal. All right, thanks for watching.